Hey, I'm Jesse McCartney.
I'm Tom Boy.
And we're in the house.
How did you navigate through that craziness of growing up during your teenage years?
Yeah.
And being in the spotlight. Yeah. But even then, I know that it was one of the most difficult transition things in my life to go from being a nobody to being, half famous.
Right. Sure.
How did you deal with all that?
I think for me, I just cared so much about the perception of who I was. Don't get me wrong, I made a lot of mistakes, as we all do as teenagers. You come back to what's the most important thing, and that's music. And that's not to say also, I had, again, my family and friends that I had around me were always good people and people that I relied on to tell me no when it was time to be told no. Not just a bunch of yes people, and I think that contributed a lot to the longevity of this amazing career.
Yeah, and when you talk about having the right people around you, for a song we understand that it's not just about the melody or the lyrics, it's about the production, it's about the entire package of what a song is. Who would you say would be the notable people, the great writers that you had the chance to work with, and sort of maybe share with our audience some of the memorable moments that you've had?
Growing up, some of my favorite writers and producers were James Taylor and Carole King and Lennon and McCartney.
Yeah.
Obviously the most legendary songwriters of all time, Simon and Garfunkel. And then later on, when I was making a name for myself, I worked with some incredible people. And then obviously I worked with Ryan Tedder, which, the two of us together wrote probably the biggest song of my writing career, Bleeding Love. And working with him is just, it's a whirlwind, because the guy just has a million ideas at once, and which is such an amazing thing.
You cut me open and I keep bleeding, I keep bleeding love.
With so many great writers and producers over the years, and everyone has a different style, but I think one of the cool things is learning how to adapt to every writing situation. Yeah.
Have you ever considered it? Sometimes it's a little bit too difficult.
Yeah.
Has that ever crossed your mind?
Sure. I thought there did come a point about 4 or 5 years ago where I was like, I just need some time to recuperate, explore other artistic avenues. I did a lot of comedy. I was writing sketches. I was on a comedy show for a couple seasons, where just to really stretch a pair of legs that I didn't know existed, and get outside of my comfort zone and challenge myself.
Oh,
but music's always been my first love, and I knew it would never last. I knew I would eventually come back to it. So.
I don't wanna come up and play shit, but you only call when you're wasted.